Hi there. Welcome to the 4-Minute Film School. My name is Bruce, and I'm here to answer a few questions, mostly that came from Christmas time, nephews and nieces and uncles, and basically people who, for whom the 4-Minute Film School might be an interesting little piece of information. If they watch this, then I won't have to answer all these questions again next Christmas. That's why I'm doing this. So today's topic is going to be what happened to TV commercials? How come they're so ugly? As a director of photography and commercials for many years, they asked me this question because I have that experience. And I'm probably responsible for a lot of the ugliness in their minds. However, let's take commercials in the 1990s as an example. Music videos were popular. Big deal. Your image was everything. Because no matter what you did, you went on TV. The 24-hour news cycle, music videos, everything was about how you looked, including politicians that got elected by whether they were good looking or not, as Mexico has proven recently with their election of their very handsome president, whose IQ is about 27, 28, but he rates very high on all kinds of other scores and marketing tests. So what we have now, unfortunately, is an aesthetic that's very we have an aesthetic. We have an aesthetic that's very popular in commercials right now, and I guess they call it modernism and minimalist. Usually includes flat lighting, monotone art direction and costumes, so everything might be beige or gray. This is all very modern. Well, I'm sorry, but I've gone through about 4 different moderns, so let's call this the neo-modernism of the 2000s, basically, because it's since 2001. 21st century neo-modernism. It's bullshit. It's dogma. The reason it's dogma for me is because it happens to be very, very affordable. You take a camera, you take a picture, and you're done. That's what they want. They don't want a director of photography to come in and craft an interesting image in concert with the art director and the director. They haven't got that kind of money, and they don't have that kind of time, and they don't have that kind of patience, so we're just going to shoot this. Fine. That's a wrap. Go home. Gets on TV, and we all kind of look at it and go, ugh. And our salaries are going down with it. So the money is gone, they say, right? The money's gone. Commercials are terrible because of the Great Recession of the 21st century, right? Wrong. The money's there. It's just shifted places. It's no longer on television commercials. The money is there. It's in all kinds of other forms of marketing. Marketing they call inbound marketing. Remember that. Inbound marketing. Inbound marketing is the opposite of a cold sale, cold call, where you go knocking on somebody's door or ring them up at supper time and try to sell them something. That's too rude now. We don't want television commercials yelling at people anymore, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I turn the volume down still, and I don't pay any attention to any television commercials, and I make them. And when I'm making them, I pay attention. But I don't pay attention to it when I watch it. Why? We've just turned our brains off to certain types of advertising. The consumers become much more sophisticated. So what happens is we're surfing on this website for, let's say, a new car. And we're looking at the Toyota cars. And I'm looking around, and I want to know more about this Corolla. What engine is in there? Is this thing going to be super slow on the highway? What the hell? And then there's a little box down there. Oh, you can chat with me. Live chat. Really? Yeah. They've put money into people sitting at computers somewhere on this planet, probably outsourced overseas, waiting to chat to you to tell you absolutely nothing because they don't know anything about the product, but it reassures you that you're getting service. It's like walking into the showroom and somebody greeting you immediately and asking you all the questions that you want answered. So this is a little bit about what's going on. And you have these opt-in pages on websites. So if you go to, Toyota, you might be instructed to, if you want to know more about used Toyotas from 2011 to 2014, you end up on Edmunds' website. And on Edmunds' website, if you want to know more about these, sign up to our newsletter because we have a lot of interesting articles coming up about exactly what you're looking for. And when you sign up for that newsletter, you put your email address in, they got you. They got you. That's right. They have your email address. They are now targeting you as the dude who's looking for a used Corolla. But it's got to be quick. So now they've got you where they need you. And they're going to be targeting you with what? It used to be spam, but everybody's got spam filters now. So what is it? They target you with blogs with actually pretty interesting information, it seems, at first. Like this video blog, right? Seems kind of interesting at first. 4-minute film school, I answer your questions. But is it of any kind of real value? I'll let you decide. You can tap into these and have a look and see what you think. I hope that you don't find them too negative and whiny and complainy, because I get criticized for that on occasion. So that's basically my take on why commercials don't look so good anymore. Why? Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. I sit in the living room with my son and his friend. And while we're watching TV, us old folks, they're both on their telephones. It's a size of a 60-inch plasma that the kid's looking at and talking on. And he's watching a comedy show, and the volume is interrupting with my show, and I can't hear my show anymore. I'm like, dude, I'm watching TV here. I'm watching a documentary. Do you mind? So that's it. The old guy, me, is watching the television and tuning out of the commercials, turning the volume down. The other ones aren't even watching television. So that's why there's no money put into commercials. So there's no money for a nice, beautiful set. There's no money for lights and a crew to make this set really be all that it can be. And that kind of explains a little bit my take on what's happened to the commercial industry since 2000, since George Bush. Let's call it the George W. Bush. It's his fault. It's always been handy. Let's use that card and play it. I'm always grateful for George W. Bush because we can blame everything on him. He pretty much screwed the whole world, including yours truly. If you want more information and you're looking to learn a little bit about film school, or you just want to subscribe for fun, I'm going to post you some information about doing so. And when I do that, you can opt in and get all kinds of crap from me, including these videos. We all know this is crap, right? Enjoy. That's episode 2. By the way, episode 1, did anybody watch that? What's a Gaffer? I think it's worth watching. I think it's worth listening to. But that's me. For those who have that kind of a curiosity about these kind of things, And so how am I spinning around in my room? I'll tell you on the next video. I'm also going to tell you what a grip does. I'll have to ask one first, like I said before, because I know a grip looks at his phone a lot during the day, iPhone. He's good at texting. He's good at looking at his Facebook page. But they're really, let me tell you one thing about them. They're the engineers of the film industry. And that's something to be discussed. That's all for now. Thanks. Bye.